This introductory video gives a brief overview of how to use the Drought Stress Test Prototype tool. For more information, please review the Drought Stress Test Prototype tool methodology and user guide document. Before diving into how to use the tool, I will start by briefly going over the data that are required for the tool to operate. Data may be entered into the tool within the Company Data tab. Firstly, the user must input the name of each company that is included within the lending portfolio. We then enter details about the country, sector, and company size of the company. We then arrive at the data availability section of the tool, which we'll come back to in more detail when we look at company archetypes. Next, we enter the details about the loan that is being underwritten. We then come to the financial statement part of the tool. Firstly, the user must enter the details of the income statement for each company being lent to. Some of the fields contain Excel calculations which must not be overwritten. We also have balance sheet fields that must be filled in. Within the credit rating section of the sheet, we include 3 fields. The first, called here S&P, is for users to enter their own view of what the credit rating of the company should be. We then have the probability of default that has been calculated by the tool's own credit rating model, and a letter credit rating associated with that probability of default. It should be noted that this credit rating has been calculated without considering any drought impact. Details of the operating sites that make up each company are entered into the Company Location Data tab. Firstly, for each location, the associated company name must be given. This serves as the link between the company's financial data and the locations where the company operates. We then come to the Water Impact Modification Factor. This field is used to adjust the vulnerability of a particular location to water scarcity. We then have the state, or in the case of China, the province, where the location is situated. This serves as the link between the location and the level of drought hazard at that location. Finally, the user must enter a quantity that represents the amount of production at each location relative to the total production of the company. This could be, for example, gold reserves by location for a mining company, or number of barrels of oil produced for a refinery company. Data may be imported quickly and easily using the 2 data import tabs. Company data formatted in the correct manner can be copied and pasted into the Company Import Data tab. Here I have some pre-saved data that I can copy from another spreadsheet into the tool. Clicking on Import Company Data will then import the data into the tool. Similarly, location data may be copied into the Import Location Data tab and imported in the same manner. In the initial stages of tool development, it was found that many organizations that wish to utilize the tool do not have all the data required for user input. Therefore, we built in a process that fills the tool with best guess archetype data when true data are not available. You will notice that in this case the financial statement data available is filled in with no for our 4th company. Upon clicking the Populate Archetype Financial Statement Data button, the tool will fill in best guess financial information for that company based on the country, sector, and size of the company. You will also notice that location data available is marked as no for several companies. Upon clicking the Populate Archetype Location Data button, the tool will create locations for each company by randomly sampling the sectoral distribution of production for the sector that the company belongs to. The newly created locations may then be seen in the Company Location Data tab. Results can be found in the Overall Expected Loss tab of the tool. Results are generated by clicking on the Calculate Expected Losses button. For sensitivity analysis purposes, users are able to select if they wish to view results based on the tool's financial statement modelling, macroeconomic modelling, or both. It should be noted that the reference scenario is the case where there is no drought, so serves as a baseline. Results are given in monetary terms on the right-hand side of the screen, and values relative to the reference scenario on the left-hand side of the screen. Scrolling further down, losses can be seen in terms of percentage of gross exposures or percentage of net exposures. Finally, details of how the credit ratings of companies have changed for each scenario can be seen in the Company Analysis Matrices tab, highlighting how a portfolio might behave in a drought event. I hope that you found this short video useful. For more information on the tool, please review the Drought Stress Test Prototype Tool Methodology and User Guide document.